Entertainment Network. I'm Kristian Harloff. Thanks for joining us on Friday, July 3rd, the day before. We're all going to be doing a social distancing barbecue, right?
Nice to have everybody back on the show here today. What a star-studded show we have. Starting with Mr. RB3, the one, the only, the engineer of all engineers. Mr. RB3, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing?
Doing good so far, man. Brett Sheridan, he's here. He's waving.
Hey, guys.
Nice to have you. He's back. He was here yesterday. We know him. We care about him. We want to see what he thinks about Happy, but not yet. Mark Reilly.
Hi, Kristian. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday.
My first show back with this lady. She is the one, the only, from the Finstock Exchange. She is Sabrina Ramirez. Hello, Sabrina.
Hi, guys. I'm doing great. I'm happy to see you. I missed you.
I am so wondering how your emotions are going into next week's match, and I look forward to talking to you about that. But I'm saving the best for last because you got to give this man props here. He's making a run for potential manager of the year for everything he's done. If you watch the wonderful post interview with this man, the king of swag, he is Winston Marshall. What up, Winston? I think you're muted, but that's all right.
Nah.
Oh, you're not?
Swag, drip. Yeah, we coming for the chips. Swag, drip. We don't need a bib.
So good. How you feeling? You gotta be on top of the world right now.
Dude, man, that was it was so emotionally draining. I couldn't finish editing.
I know. I saw that tweet, and then this was your emotion during the actual match.
I mean, accurate. It's more or less. I don't know if you saw me when Laura missed the only question missed all game by either competitor.
I know.
I literally jumped up and was screaming bloody murder, but I was backstage, so I don't know if you could hear me. But if you might have been able to see me, I jumped back on my bed and came running back. I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!"
I know. I got you on there. It was pretty exciting. But we'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Lots of news here to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. So the first big story, and it's basically there's a lot of rumors that have been circulating around Henry Cavill and whether or not he will be returning to playing the role of Superman, and he addressed those particular rumors, and this comes from comicbookmovie.com, and the article itself is saying that despite the trades reports that Henry Cavill was in talks with Warner Brothers to reprise the role of Superman in the DCEU, the actor has now suggested that his return as the Man of Steel is far from a sure thing. He said. So despite several trades reporting that he's in talks, he said during an interview with Variety, Cavill referred to the recent reports as just speculation and suggested that the news of his return could be wishful thinking, if not outright fabrication. The amount of speculation, the stuff I read on the internet, is extraordinary and sometimes frustrating, the British actor said when asked if we could expect him to see him suit up again as the Man of Steel. It's when you see people stating stuff as if it's fact. Like, no, it's not the case. It hasn't happened, and that conversation isn't happening. But the important thing is that the people are excited about it, and I think it's important to be excited about a character like Superman. He's a fantastic character. If people are chatting about it, and even if they're making stuff up, it's okay, because all that means is they want to see the character again. In an ideal world, I would absolutely love to play the character again. Now, is it possible that Henry Cavill simply doesn't want to jump the gun by confirming his return before a deal is struck? Because some very reliable sources seem pretty certain that the conversations have been taking place and the studio wants him back as Supes. We'll have to wait and see, but there's a lot of speculation that an official announcement will be made during the upcoming DC Fandom virtual event in August. All right, so that's the report there. From the original interview comes from Variety. That read off of comicbookmovie.com. I'm going to start with our big Superman fan here in Reilly. Reilly, I have to think what they were saying at the end of this article is exactly right. I think that anytime there's not a deal done, the actor involved is never going to say, "Oh, you were close." He's going to say, "It's speculation." How many times have we heard speculation, not happening, nothing's done, because it kind of covers their butts also, right? Because if it doesn't happen at all, it's like, they were just potential conversations and rumors that never happened. But if it does, well, I couldn't say anything. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it reads like a PR statement. It reads like something's happening behind the scenes. Look, there's so much speculation. There was so much love for Cavill. Everybody was screaming and yelling, "We want him back." Justice League, Snyder Cut happens. Trades are coming out saying that they're negotiating a deal for him to start cameoing. I don't know what the part is yet, but I think they're stupid. There's got to be a Man of Steel 2, at least in discussion, and they're going to be looking at a lot of different things. He's going to be back as Superman. I just believe it. And a few weeks ago, he said something about what it means to play Superman. And damn it, if he didn't nail it so perfectly that I think it's like it's his time, and that we're getting a Snyder Cut, and people were yelling and screaming for that. We can yell and scream a little bit louder and get Henry Cavill back. I know he's coming back.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I echo
It was a
everything.
rousing conversation, everybody.
Well,
I'll just leave it there, and I guess it's goodbye.
Well, it's been they've been talking about and it's just like, oh, he's definitely, and then now, like, he has to go, like, well, I mean, it's not confirmed, and then I hate news like that. It's just so, like, oh.
He's negotiating something.
Or maybe he's not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, and I echo everything you said, Reilly. I mean, it's insane that we haven't got a Man of Steel 2 after how great Man of Steel 1 was, and kind of like the impact it had in Henry Cavill taking on that role and really embodying Superman. Like he just plays him, and he portrays him so well, and that's something I definitely want to see. I feel like they kind of fumbled the bag a little bit by not jumping the gun on Man of Steel 2 earlier on ahead of like the DCEU before they were coming out with everything else. And that's kind of where they went wrong. But I hope that doesn't get taken out on Henry Cavill, like playing the role of Superman. I hope it still works out for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my whole thing, is that for me, the DCEU has just been one giant just shit show train, just on the track, just like left and right. And Henry himself has been great. Gal Gadot was great. I even thought Ben Affleck was great.
Hell yeah.
Jason Momoa. As a matter of fact, all the castings, Ezra's the only one that I go back and forth about whether or not, like, I enjoyed his performance, but whether or not I like him as Barry Allen. I give all of the performances a great, but the movies themselves, personally, I felt, with the exception of Shazam and Wonder Woman, have just been so hit or miss. Like, I just can't. So for me, the problem is I feel like Warner Brothers and DC have just been, they don't know their head from their ass when it comes to this. And to me, until I can see that they are, you don't need to emulate the MCU, but until I can see that you at least understand what you're doing, I'm just kind of like, miss me with all the news, miss me with the Snyder Cut, miss me with Henry. Like, give me some concrete evidence that I can trust you, and then you've got my dollars and you've got my heart. But until then, I'm just like, okay.
Isn't Superman the last piece for that, man? Like, I feel like having a Superman movie out there with your Wonder Woman and your Batman, and then you start to develop and you see how the Snyder Cut does, and you see what, Shazam 2 is in the works, Aquaman 2 is in the works, obviously The Trench is in the works, all these different movies. I feel like DC is back on track, but it's Superman that you need to put in there to get yourself on, like, fully back on track. The train's out of the station. They're gonna arrive on time. It's all those things. Your Superman movie is that last piece, at least for me. And I know that because I'm a Superman guy.
I agree with you. Go ahead, Sabrina. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I agree, just because, like Winston was saying, everything's kind of just been messy. They don't have a clear vision. They don't have a clear path. So maybe having that because it's almost like he's like the Captain America, the Iron Man to the DCEU, where he has to really be there and, like, be at the heart of everything to hold it together. So they have to successfully do it. And that's how you're going to get everything rolling and everything around it also doing great.
No, I agree. I think the thing that they should almost do, I know TV and film is so different, they should look at their TV department and see how they have not missed. The Arrowverse has been phenomenal. Doom Patrol is one of the greatest shows on television that people are fortunately getting to see now because of HBO Max. I know there weren't a lot of DC Universe subscribers. I mean, and then you even look at animated.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't missed on animated forever. You have to watch them.
Yeah.
And then you should go watch the reviews Jay and I do, because we're complete jackasses. So that's always
good.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. If there's any way that they can lean on what they're doing on the small screen, it might help them, because the fact that you put together Crisis clearly means that you can get a bunch of different elements together and make them work. So I don't understand why this is becoming such a problem for them on the movie.
The reason it's one of the big problems, and sorry, I had a little bit of a
Who's
tech
there?
flow. I know, a little bit of a tech flow there. So if you guys talked about this already, but one of the things is the idea, the report coming out thinking that they don't think they can make Superman work in general, and the difference, Winston, for them, playing devil's advocate, even though I am fully on board and think that there should be more Superman movies and that he should be in it. But the devil's advocate is that they look at it and say, well, maybe business-wise, it's just too much of a gamble to do, and it's a little tricky now, because if we don't bring back Zack Snyder to do Man of Steel 2, you look at what the fan base is going to do there. If we bring another Superman in, that could cause some problems too. Henry might be too expensive, so maybe it's just a big headache for them, and there's other things and properties that they want to focus on, to where they know, and they say, look, we think Man of Steel 2 would do pretty well if we got Henry back, but it's just too difficult right now. So, hey, let's just try to sign him to some cameo deals or some other, roles that we can put him in and connect the universe that way and see what we can do. I don't think that's necessarily the right plan, but I can understand if that was the plan that, potentially happened.
Just make a Superman movie with Henry Cavill, and don't, they're not really referencing Shazam. They reference Superman. They reference Batman. In Aquaman, he references an event from Justice League. So we could just have Henry Cavill show up, Zack Snyder or not. Matthew Vaughn comes in and does Man of Steel 2.
Yeah.
And just, you're off and running, and Superman is in our world, the Superman we know and love, and then find that story that defines Superman. And I hate that report, dude, that you mentioned, that they don't know how to do Superman. It's just it's like they're not thinking hard enough. Then they're not really, and I don't think their focus is on Superman. I think it's elsewhere.
Yeah, I do too. So speaking of things that studio execs just don't know how to figure it out. Well, there's another report here about Spider-Man and the spin-off movies inside of Spider-Man. Well, Venom and Spider-Man. This is from Dark Horizons. Venom and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They might have been a big success, but Sony is still moving relatively cautiously with its official designated Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters that they have control of. The studio has given the go-ahead to sequels to both of those films and a Morbius movie, but one project that fell off the assembly line was Gina Prince Bythewood's Silver and Black, which stalled in development. At the time, it seemed the studio was trying to decide whether to do separate movies on the female Spider-Man villains or team up. Prince Bythewood, meanwhile, moved on to the old guard for Netflix, with that project set to be released by the service next week. Doing promotion for that film, she spoke with Comic Book Movie and explained why Silver and Black didn't happen. Turns out it was Spider-Man's fault. Asked about the film's status, she said this: "My honest answer is, I don't know. I really love those characters. I love having them together. I thought what we came up with was a really good, really organic way to have two together. That world is changing so much because of the success of the Spider-Man films. There's a question of, can you have these films with Spider-Man not in them? Should he at least have some sort of part in them? It's always the question. I've taken 2 years off for that. So once the old guard, gets out into the world, I hope it's a success, and I'll certainly go back and start talking with them again." The comments sound as though Sony is unsure if the film can work without Spider-Man, or they're considering distancing the spin-offs from him altogether. In any case, the film is a while off. In related news, that's fine. Okay, so let's get into this here, because I think I think she says a lot of truth there, and I think that she's right. And I think that if Sony is holding back because they haven't figured out a way to whether it's legally or figure out how to put Spider-Man in there, it's the right play, because he's the reason why it links it all together. He doesn't have to be the main attraction in the movies, but he certainly needs to be a presence one way or another, because that's how you know it's related. It's one thing to do what Shazam did, mentioning Batman, mentioning Superman and all that, because they're not necessary to make Shazam work, and Spider-Man isn't necessary to make all of these stories work. Like we saw Venom was able to do it without him, but eventually you're going to run into, well, where is Peter Parker at this point? Where is Miles Morales at this point? Where are they? So I think that they need to figure it out in general, maybe finish up all of the appearances in the MCU for Spider-Man and then start figuring out if they, once they still have the rights to the property to put Spider-Man back in there, whether it's a new Spider-Man, whether it's what's his face, Tom Holland. I don't know. But Sabrina, you hear this. What do you think? Do you think that they can do these movies? Should they do these movies without Spider-Man involved at all?
No, I actually think it's a really good decision to kind of put it on the back burner for a second until you really figure out where it's going to go. Because like we were just talking about with the DCEU, them just pushing everything without really having a focused vision, it can definitely be a detriment to something like this. And it could kind of stop the excitement before it even begins. So yeah, before they get like a clear vision of what they want to do with Tom Holland, what they can do with Tom Holland, if they even want to continue with Tom Holland like years down the line, which I know part of that article talked about like Asa Butterfield was talking about how he didn't get the role because they gave it to Tom instead. And I still think like Tom Holland is an incredible Spider-Man. And since he is a young age, he can play it for a long time. So there's a lot to do in the future. So it's kind of exciting. Yeah, put it out when you have a clear vision and when it kind of like is the right time to do so.
RB3, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I'm a huge fan of Gina Prince Bythewood. She did a lot of my favorite movies, like in our household, like Love and Basketball, Beyond the Light. She did really recently, and today the embargo lifted for her new movie, The Old Guard, which a lot of people are saying is the best action movie of 2020. So yeah, a lot of people. She's a really highly acclaimed director. She's a really great director. I was really excited about seeing a silver. I think the title was called Silver and Black because Silver Sable and Black Cat. I think there's interesting stories you could tell with them. I mean, I do think it should involve Spider-Man to some extent, but I think there's a way you could tell the story of Silver Sable and Black Cat as having them as the protagonist and potentially having Spider-Man as like the antagonist to some extent, right? I think that's interesting filmmaking. I think Gina Prince Bythewood is an interesting enough filmmaker to be able to accomplish that. But if their goal was to do something like a Harley Quinn or like a Birds of Prey, where it's completely detached and doesn't really have any of the characters that we are familiar with and just kind of throwing you in it, I could see that model working like on a creative level. I guess just on the financial level, it would be a little tough. But at the end of the day, I hope this movie does get made. She is a brilliant director, and this is a brilliant concept. There was a moment in 2018 when Sony announced this movie, Silver and Black, and they also announced the Spike Lee Spider-Man spinoff called Night Watch, but that one also kind of fell through. So I hope they do one of those properties because I would love to see a black director get their hands on some of these Spider-Man stories. But either way, I'm looking forward to it if it happens, and if it doesn't, it's kind of sad. But hope they could figure it out somehow.
Brett, I got to ask you because, like, so someone who doesn't, you're not like as caught up with all this, the MCU, and did you see Venom?
I didn't see. I want to see Venom. I haven't seen it yet, but
does it matter that he doesn't really have Spider-Man has nothing to do with Venom? Does that matter to you? Does Spider-Man showing up in any of these movies matter, or is it easier to get you involved or in the theater if you know that it kind of ties into that universe?
Well, I've said it before. I love anything that is not something I know. Like, I know Spider-Man. I know that's why my favorites are like Guardian of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, things like that where I don't know anything about the character. So it doesn't bring me to a film if it has somebody that I know a lot about. I mean, my Spider-Man was on the Electric Company and was animated. So, that's the only Spider-Man for me.
That's fair. And before we move on to the
Morgan Freeman used to introduce it, I believe.
Yeah. Look, we're going to find out more about that, but it's it makes sense, and there's always this. I think we are definitely in a place now, though, too, the way that projects are announced and things happen, where when you have an acclaimed director, you want to announce it, you want to scream from the hills, but it doesn't always mean that these movies are going to happen. And it doesn't always mean that, whether you get a good screenwriter on something, too, it means that you should always prepare for disappointment, even if it happens, because, like RB3 just said in the case of, like, Spike Lee getting announced, right? Look at Tarantino doing Star Trek. That was a big thing, right? And then that's not going to happen anymore. So it's like, until you see the trailer, don't be excited for it. That's the way that I should.
Even if you see the trailer, don't be excited for it till you sit down, you pay your money, and the movie starts rolling. And even then, be careful you don't have a blackout And then they tell you, oh, you can't come back because, oh, there's another pandemic. So your ass got to stay there at home. They're like, we don't want to release that on video on demand because that'd be crazy. We would make more money if we just have your ass come to the theater. So we're just going to wait. But that never happens. So then you're just kind of sitting around and you're just like, God damn, I really wanted to see that Spider-Man movie, but I guess it's never going to happen. I'm just like sitting here in my house. I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah, the math checks out on that one. It's absolutely correct.
Ran away. Okay, look, before we get into our next stuff, because we got a lot of TV news, tons of TV stuff that's popping right now. And what I will tell you though is that it is Friday, and we are back. The crew is back, but like we've been saying to you all, it's expensive to have the crew back. So we really, really appreciate having all these donations that you guys have been putting in. Please continue to do that. Streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. The Schmoebot is on. And we would like you guys to go ahead and put those Schmoebots in there. Let's finish off the week strong if we can. Next week, the crew will be back because you guys, like I said, had a nice. You guys have been showing the support and that you want the crew back. So appreciated that very, very much. The reason Mark Reilly is on today, we were talking to him yesterday on the show, and as you know, on Wednesday, I had told you guys that I started watching Happy on Netflix, which was suggested to me by you guys, and I had never seen it before, and I just became obsessed with it. I watched 3 episodes in one night. Last night I didn't have a chance to watch it. I was going to, but I watched some movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt as a pilot on a plane fighting terrorists. So I watched that instead. But I will be watching.
Yama got a 32 donated $20. America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah, America.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Freedom is the only
Freedom
way,
is the only
America, fuck
way,
yeah.
yeah.
So lick my butt and suck on my balls. Been here since the beginning of Senator What Up, everybody. Swag drip drip Brett.
Thank you, Yamagata. Appreciate that.
I got included in the drip drip. That's nice. America, fuck yeah, #1 in coronavirus. America, fuck yeah. Oh, sorry.
So going back, so happy, watching this with Chris Maloney, and Brett watched it. Kate watched it. RB3 watched an episode of it, and we all felt.
What is this?
So, dude, this show on Happy, it is absolute lunacy, and it's a great show. I think it's based off a comic book, and it aired on Sci-Fi. And it's so funny, Winston. Everybody, Sabrina, have you heard of this show?
No, I haven't heard about it at all.
Nobody's heard of the show, and it's so fucking good. And that's
crime. Yes.
But that's the reason why, because there's a hashtag for Save Happy right now, because nobody knew about it. The marketing was so bad. So it's an insane show with Chris Maloney, and it's basically the soft pitch again for anybody, the fans who have been watching the show, are probably sick to death of it. But the soft pitch is Chris Maloney was this decorated detective in New York, and he is no longer that when we find him. He's disgraced. He's doing hits for like the mob. It's like he's an absolute like waste. He's a death wish. It is. He's a mess. So he gets put on this job, and at the same time, there's this little girl who is abducted. Right. So she is talking to somebody. She's like, "Go get him, and help me." So that's all you really see from that. So then Chris Maloney does this job, and he gets hurt. So while he's in the ambulance, he wakes up, and then he sees
all an ambulance.
Yeah, but he wakes up and he sees a animated horse flying unicorn named Happy, voiced by Patton Oswalt. And it is Winston. It's like The Punisher meets a Pixar movie.
Checking those boxes.
Yeah,
keep
right.
going.
And it's just it is foul mouthed. It is over the top. It is really funny. It is so risky and insane. The first scene, when you see the first scene, Brett talked about it the other day. You watch it and you say, I don't know if this tone stays the whole way. I don't know if I'm going to be on board. But Reilly, you watched 2 episodes.
2 episodes. Yep.
What? So give me your breakdown and your review of Happy.
New favorite show. Absolutely right.
That Hungbox donated $20. I'm done doubting Ace. His run has been impressive. Hi, Brett.
Hello.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in just a little bit, but Reilly, go ahead.
Yeah, it's tailor-made for me, and it's Grant Morrison, who I didn't know was Grant Morrison, so I'm a big fan of his comic runs. It is based on his comic, and so his mind is ridiculous. This is everything I wanted. And Kate was saying it was like Crank. Yeah, I love the filming of it.
Crank, yeah.
I love the filming, the look of it. Everything is like on the Dutch angle. It's like very gritty.
C3_P_Diddy donated $20. Here's 20 Winston's pay. Drip. Reilly, how about another Superman movie with Parasite as the villain? Would be amazing. Can't wait to see you and Ben get those belts this year. Kristian Happy is a hilarious show, and if you aren't watching it, you are wrong.
I'm telling you, it's out.
Agree with all those statements.
My mission is to get everybody watching the show. Maybe we can start on SEN hashtag Save Happy because it is.
We should.
Because it really is. I'm so bummed. I tweeted out at both Maloney and a few people that I'm so bummed that I found this so late because if I would have seen it from the beginning, I would have been screaming from the hills to save this show. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen season 2, so I don't know if it drops off, and I haven't even seen the end of season 1. But Reilly, go ahead, finish your review.
Yeah, no, it's surprising. It's like sci-fi.
I know.
Sci-fi does this.
I know.
It's completely R-rated, and I love every second of it. But also the story of it, and there's so many tone things in there that some people might. There's one of them where the Saint Nick but also they're teasing a bigger story. Yeah. This mythology is ridiculous, and it's tied to like ground level humans who might know something more is out there. It has the hallmarks. Kristian, you knew it. You knew I was going to love this thing, right?
I did. I knew you were going to. It's made. It's something you would write. It's right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I wrote an imaginary friend comic book. So
it is. But how great. So Brett, you've seen what? How many episodes now?
6.
All right, you're far along. So does it stay consistent? Does it keep?
It gets crazier and better. And dude, my wife is obsessed with this.
Oh,
like I said, we have to go to bed. Like, it was 11:45, which is late for us on a weekday, and she's like, one more, come on.
She loves it.
Yeah.
You know what's so great about it? Because he's such a delinquent, foul mouth, like he's at rock bottom, and then you get this Pixar character. I mean, it's a straight up Pixar character. I mean, the way that he talks, and he's just like so happy about everything, and he's lovely, and
songs.
Oh, everything. And dude, how about all I'll say is this? Oh, Reilly, I don't think you've gotten here yet, but Brett, the poker scene.
Oh
no, I've said that's episode 2.
Episode 2, the poker scene is out of control. It's out of control.
Maloney is my new favorite everything.
He's so good in it. This is the best he's ever.
He's brilliant.
Yeah. So anyway, the name of the show is called Happy. It was a sci-fi show, but it's now on Netflix, 2 seasons. So what I'm hoping is
Netflix will save this thing.
I'm hoping to spread the love to get more people, because the thing is, what I have seen so far when I mention this show, it's a good thing and a bad thing. The bad thing is that nobody knows what it is. The good thing is that nobody knows what it is, and they're saying, what is that? As opposed to, I saw it wasn't for me. So everybody that I've put on it so far, RB3, who's watched 1 episode and really enjoyed it. Kate Mulligan has watched like 2 or 3, loved it. Reilly, everyone's loving it. So I don't know if the fans who are watching right now, watching the show, have you guys watched it since we've been talking about it? Did you like it? And then Winston and Sabrina, will you give it an episode?
No, for sure. I'll watch it. I have to finish Avatar: The Last Airbender before I try it, which I'm blowing through it. So to be honest with you, probably by next week. But
I want to blow everybody's mind. By the way, I've seen 2 episodes of that as well.
How was that? And
Brett,
Brett,
my wife said, I remember when my son watched it. He used to watch it when he was a kid, and we'd come in and out of it. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I have seen some of this. So it is it's not exactly something that I kind of want him to watch it with us, because it is kind of a little on the Nickelodeon childish, wouldn't you say, Winston? I mean, I'm not trying to say that people that watch animated things, but it's not completely adultish. It's pretty.
No. I mean,
goofy
I would think of it honestly. It's Avatar. Well, it's the same way that you would Clone Wars. Honestly, I mean, because it's also Filoni. So if you mess with Clone Wars, you'll absolutely love.
Right. Well, Filoni only did, I think, like 6 or 7 episodes, though.
He set the groundwork. He was.
I thought he came in season 2.
Season 1. He was the first season was all him.
Okay.
And that's part of what makes it just such a fun show. I now understand why Clone Wars is so beloved. Is because he just understands that voice of like, yes, is it technically a child show? Yes. But like he does a really good job of balancing like themes that you would want to learn from. So like, for example, one of the main female protagonists is told by a waterbender she's not allowed to train Like we don't train women. That's not a thing. And she goes and kicks the master's ass, and he's like, maybe I'm wrong about women. Maybe women are warriors too. Maybe I was wrong about that. Like that's the kind of stuff that gets like just like supplanted in the show that you're getting to see like really like mature adult themes, but in a child's show. So it's pretty great.
That's where I think the first couple, it's not, I'm sure it's going to progress, and that's what everybody was pitching it to me, like that it has a lot of great themes and a lot of, great themes, basically. But, like, the first couple of them, I think you got to give it a bit to kind of let it grow in you, and, I'll go back to it. I'll definitely give it some, I want to get my son watching it, too, because I'd like to do something with him other than see him pop out of his room and, nod his head to me while he gets a drink.
All right, so real quick before we
donated $20. Swag drip baby, yeah. I love you silly fucks. Remix of that fucking sound coming soon. Yo, Winston, sell Kristian on Avatar right now. Black Lives Matter. Hey Brett.
Damn right.
Hey Matt, thank you Matt. Obviously the composer and an artist who did the swag theme song, and Winston went in there and was able to actually talk about Avatar, so he read your mind. So
I got you, bro.
All right. Okay. So Sabrina, Happy, something you want to watch, something you don't want to watch?
Yeah, no, you guys kind of sold me on that. So I actually got a brand new TV, so I'm going to start it tonight.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. Keep you guys updated.
Yes, we'll come back and we'll see how many you've watched. If it was, and look, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I just, it's so. It to me was so refreshing. It's edgy as hell. It's very violent.
Bruce Leroy donated $20. I haven't been around lately because I have been in court suing a corrupt sheriff's department for negligently killing my 19-year-old client. Just wanted to say that Happy is amazing. Have a safe and awesome holiday weekend. Go Huskers. Go Brett's mom.
Damn.
Cheryl_Dick_Pants donated $20. I've seen both seasons of Happy and season 2 is just as good as the first. No drop off in quality.
That's good. That is something that I'm very excited to see how it continues. I think there's one more there from Motel Geek. You know what else I'm going to do here? I'm going to give away. So RB3. Remember that I mentioned the other day the Paramount, the Sony box that they gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have codes. Sorry, Brett, for for Lawrence of Arabia, Mr. Smith to Washington, Gandhi, A League of Their Own, Jerry Maguire, and Dr. Strangelove. So the code of Dr. Strangelove automatically goes to RB3. So that the code's going to RB3 for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's the song they play at the end of that, and who's the singer?
That I don't know. That's a good question.
I believe it's K-Star. And it's I Will Meet Again. Isn't that from that film?
That is the song, indeed.
I love that song. All right.
So you
get the code.
You can listen to it on
I didn't know where we were going with this. That was amazing.
Look at who Brett was a Doctor Strangelove fan. Look at this.
But this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do right now. There is a poll up on Twitter right now. And it is for the Star Wars finale. The Twitter,
Hotel Nerd donated $20. Kristian thought you and the crew would like this, but I just came out of Walmart and saw someone wearing a balls deep Manscaped shirt.
Nice. Oh, good. I do like that. I was wearing it yesterday and I forgot. The problem with that shirt, it's a really nice, comfortable shirt. The problem is it says something about wash your balls or something like that, and and it looked fine under a suit jacket, and then I forgot I was walking around, and I was like, oh shit, my kids are in the house. So I was like, I got to run out of the house. So, but anyway, what I wanted to tell you guys is this: there's this poll, first of many. Who wins the Star Wars trivia final next Wednesday? Is it Cabrera or De Milanta? So if you retweet that right now, I'm going to see who retweeted it, and I'm going to give away some of these codes. If you don't retweet it, well, then fuck you. You're not going to get any of the codes. It's time for you to retweet it. Go and retweet it. And Winston, right now, don't look at the poll. Have you looked at it?
No.
Okay. So Cabrera, De Milanta, what do you think the percentage is? There's so far 870 votes. What do you think the percentage is right now between Cabrera and De Milanta?
Oh, I guarantee that it's somewhere between like 60 to 70 or higher in favor of Demolanta. Nobody, like, even after this match that people are finally starting to give Ace some respect. Like, come on now.
Sabrina, do you want to guess? Do you know?
Actually, I already saw it.
Okay. So RB3, do you know yet or not?
I already saw it too, so I can't.
Anybody not see it?
I didn't see it.
RB3. I mean RB3. Reilly, you want to?
I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to say that Ace's win has put him over the top.
With what? What's your percentage?
So I would say like 60-40.
All right. So there is, as of right now, I'm gonna refresh it, considering we probably have some new votes on it and retweets. All right, here it is. So the answer is 55.8% for the winner, or not winner, but the leader, and 44.2% for second place. Andres Cabrera in the lead, 55.8%.
There.
People, so you were close. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, Andres Cabrera now winning the hearts and minds of the Schmoedown community, as we see 43 retweets right now. And if you retweet, by the way, also vote on the damn thing, will you? So we have Cabrera, who is in the lead over Demolanta. So Sabrina, I got to ask you this: you've got Andres Cabrera, who is your partner in crime, with one of your partners in crime with RB3 on The Meaning of and First Cut.
Geek donated $20. Goddard is also becoming one of my new favorite competitors. Everyone is overlooking what he has accomplished so far. Parker is going to have a tough fight on his hands today.
That goes down today. Parker versus Goddard. That's another one we're going to get into in just a bit, because Goddard's actually on the show. So he's going to be reading some of the Streamlabs in a little bit, so we'll talk to him about that. But Sabrina, you guys host the show together. Obviously, you were pretty happy yesterday or Wednesday with the win. But next week, Finstock Exchange, Andrew Demolanta versus close friend Andres Cabrera. What do you do? Who do you vote for? Who do you root for? What happens?
It's something that's really tough, because both of these competitors are so hungry, and I believe both of them are going to do great. This is going to be an exciting match. All of them have been so far. But this one's going to be nuts. I know it's going to go into overtime. I know it's just going to be crazy. Andres is one of my best friends in the world. We spent Thanksgiving together. He's basically a brother to me. And I don't know. When I see him really, really want something, I know he's going to get it. And that's the same way for Demolanta as well. So,
tough for you to say.
It's tough for me to say. I'm gonna keep that secret, but
I understand. RB3, you have been very vocal, saying that you want Andrew Demolanta to win this match. Why is that?
I mean, listen, I love Demolanta. I respect Demolanta. This is gonna be definitely a great competition. Whoever comes out of this match, I don't think anybody's gonna lose this match. They're both gonna be winners. It's just gonna be who's gonna win more, like who's gonna miss like the smallest question that is going to matter. And it's going to be a 5-round match, so that's what really makes it exciting for me, is that it's going to be 5 rounds, so we're going to see something completely different out of both of these people. Yeah. But it's got to be Andres, man. I know how fired up he is. I know the kind of energy he has, the momentum he has. I mean, right now he's 3-0 going into this tournament that most people counted him out from the very beginning. Now he's on top. I mean, it just makes it even better. The fire's just fueling the flame. And now that there's all this pressure for him to live up to this Cinderella story, for him to live up to this Rocky story, for him to have to come up from the 9th seed, literally have to play into the competition, to now being one of the top tier competitors. He knows that pressure. He's ready for it. So I think this is going to be a dynamic fight. I really think, the way you saw Ace hit that 5-pointer like in the last match, he got some real deep cut knowledge that no one else is going to be able to capture. So it's crazy. It's going to be nuts. I'm super excited for it.
Alex,
real talk. My guy was smiling and laughing. You're like, what is that parking violation? Oh wow, yeah, no, I'd love to answer this question for you. It's parking violation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/6.
I know. Winston, I said it yesterday. He looked like I asked him that question, which Alex Damon has admitted he missed. When I asked him yesterday on the show, I said it looked like I asked him who directed Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Like he just like, oh, and then he knew that he got it. There wasn't a doubt in his mind. Like sometimes people will answer a question like that and in their head like, oh man, I hope I hit it. he knew it. He was doing the swag symbol and he was dancing already before I even said anything. And the guys on Let's Get Ready to Talk Schmoedown said it too. I was like so shocked by how easy it was. It wasn't a matter that he got it as much as how easy he was, that I was just like, and you're a winner. I normally I'm like, you're a winner, but I was like, yeah, like he did it. Yeah. Before we move on there to some other stories here on TV, Reilly, you're also this. I'm sure you're a little torn here too.
I am.
Yeah, because of how close you've been with Ace over the last like 5-6 years, and now, another Finstock Exchange match. It's big because Swag is creeping up into first place.
I know,
and this could be big for them.
Listen, you respect the play, and Ace's. I mean, my God, I'm so proud of him. He's crushing.
Yep.
But now I'm watching. I played this game a long time. I'm watching everybody go, "Oh yeah," and crowning Ace. Look out!
Yeah.
Hunter is going to be pissed now because nobody's talking about him. He's having a run on his own. He is crushing every match. This is leading up to being one of the best Schmoedown matches of all time. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going with Demolanta, man. The Hunter is called the Hunter for a reason.
I think he's going to get pissed off.
He is pissed off. Look at this. Everybody's talking about Ace, rightly so. But when you start crowning winners before the season is over, and they do this all the time,
they do
have these upsets.
You do.
We're gonna see something.
But
Ace
I think
can do it. Don't get me wrong.
But that's okay. I want him angry. I want him.
Angry.
I want him as angry as he wants to be. Please piss him off.
But you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Bernard Hopkins. Like Hopkins never got the respect and love from or even like Hagler right back in the day, where everyone was talking about because who the flashy fighters were and like the tacticians and the ones, or Larry Holmes, right, the guys who really could scrap, but they weren't as the story. Going into this tournament, Demolanta was like, my story is a big story. I'm 0-2. I've talked about this enough. I had this vision of having the belt and having my wife with my kid up on stage after I beat Damon. Like, he's talked about this, and that story was starting to play. And then he has this match against Scrimshaw, and it's like, okay, maybe this is the story. And here comes Rocky Balboa in Andres Cabrera, who is the story of the tournament. So I'm sure Demolanta is like, all right, fine. You guys want Rocky? I'll be Clubber Lang. So it's a great story. It's a great story.
That's a great story.
Anyway, so Reilly, you got to get the hell out of here, yeah?
I mean, I could jump now.
All right, do you want to talk about
him off early?
Well, what we could do is let's talk about this last story, because this is a property that you're happy with, and that's Stranger Things. Season 4 looks like they are finally going to start filming again, and it looks like it's going to happen in September. Now, I'm sure it's going to be the same type of thing that we were talking about with...
Sim donated $20. If you want proof the exchange is taking Ace seriously, Roque is motivationally tweeting Demolanta to take the underdog role because Ace is being the media darling with expectations now on his shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, Ace, hot dang. The finals is going to be nuts.
It is.
Garrett _AM_Lee donated $20. Hey crew. This is because Brett started watching Avatar. Please check out the rest of the season. Grab your kids. Grab your wife. Sit them down with some snacks and press play. Kristian. I'll watch happy if you watch Avatar. Hi Brett. Sabrina. Hey.
Thank you, Garrett. Very nice. All you guys. But let's get into the Stranger Things story. Stranger Things targets a September restart. Netflix is reportedly planning to restart production on the 4th season of its 1980s nostalgic Spookfest.
Atomic Farts donated $20. Hated in the workplace and at home due to the smell. Reilly, any chance you will ever try to get into the Star Wars division? Sabrina looking amazing as always. Hi, Brett.
Hello.
Reilly, you any chance? Maybe.
Yeah. No, I thought long and hard about it. No, I'm not going to get into the Star Wars division. No.
What if after retirement came from the regular divisions?
Oh yeah. You never say never. I wanted to make that. Look, the reason was because right now with everything going on, I'm watching these competitors, and it's just like I know the work that has to be put in, and I could do that.
You got other things you're working on.
Maybe. You never say never, right?
Yeah. So this season 4 of Stranger Things, saying that it's around 17th. They're going to do it in Georgia, though, in Atlanta. This is different from, say, what we talked about with Australia yesterday in the whatever the hell the movie was we were talking about. The update for Marvel. The update comes more than a month after Georgia Governor Brian Kemp released the state's safety and health protocols that will allow major film and TV productions to resume. So this is obviously they're gonna want to protect their actors and everybody. So there's going to be a lot of precautions that are happening. But Reilly, is this the move to do
in Georgia? Probably not right now. I think this will probably change because I think a lot of things happened since they started moving a lot of pieces in place for Stranger Things to even start filming, and I think they were lifting restrictions over in Georgia. And I think now, my God, I don't know what the precautions are in place. I'm watching Julie go back to work in a yoga studio, which is insane. And everything that she has to do is it's a lot. So as long as they have, I think it's pretty damn good what she's doing. So they're probably going to have even more precautions put in place and safety protocols. So as long as they keep doing it and people are safe, and I guess, the cast and crew, same like Australia, they're going to fly over there. They're going to have to quarantine and, and do it. And we'll see. I'm hoping these spikes that are happening that we're seeing all over the United States, that it subsides so we can get back to business. But, God, we talk about this news all the time, Kristian.
I know.
It can change next week. It can change tomorrow.
Quick. What do you think, Winston?
I mean, I go back and forth because there's the part of me that works in, we all work in the industry, but I'm like, as far as like, there's a big thing that I have kind of down the pipeline potentially, and I want stuff to go back to work because then that means I can do that. Cause Lord knows I'm happy to continue to do what I can to help people via Instacart and stuff like that. But I also would like my life to start again.
Yeah.
At the same time, I've been one of the biggest people that is so furious with the fact that people actually have a problem wearing masks when it's really not even about you. It's about our society as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are workarounds to it. You can wear face shields and all sorts of stuff. And people, so like, I'm at that point where I'm like, look, if we got to be in timeout until people understand, we just got to be in timeout, man. Like, that's my whole concern. But,
I was coming out of CVS with a mask on, and a woman walked past me and goes, "Stupid masks."
Really?
I just laughed in her face. I didn't, but like really close to her face. No.
Did she really say that?
No, somebody said that, but it was kind of like, "Stupid mask." Yeah, I was like,
oh yeah. Yeah, I got a rolling of the eyes in Orange County.
Wow, dude.
I was walking out. I was picking up sushi at a restaurant, and I was walking down Sunset, and somebody got in my face and said, we're both wearing masks, but he like got really close to me and said, "Thank you for wearing a mask." And I'm like, okay, but also keep your distance.
Yeah. Hey. buddy.
Get that we're both wearing the
social
mask.
distance.
Yeah. We're on the same team, but don't make me wish you were traded.
Exactly.
So look, before we go, there was a SCHMOEBOT that we missed yesterday, or an impression, mind you. And this was, can we get Angry Reilly, Arnold, and the Indignant arguing which game console is better between Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo? All right, so RB3, we'll start with you. What's better, Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo?
Personally, I've always come from a PlayStation fan myself. But, is that really the right gaming console? I don't know. I mean, I personally like it. Comes with a Blu-ray player, right? Unique, fascinating. You got PlayStation Network, better than the Xbox Network. If you ask me personally, it's just all, but really gaming consoles is always really the same thing. It's all just unsophisticated manners that is just really distracting from the greater issues of like reading and watching paint dry. So I just want to go back to, where's the simpler days? Where's the Pong? Where's the Tetris? That's just really the iconic games in my generation.
You mentioned Tetris. I like what you did there, but I had to tell you, for a little bit of it, you sound like you were talking in circles, and that's okay, because a lot of times what I like to do, I don't do any of this. I don't do the Xbox. I bring back Sega Genesis, and I play a couple different games there, and I sit down. But you mentioning ping pong and all of that, I do that while I'm playing, because that's what I do.
Jesus Christ, get to the point. Talking in circles. What are you talking? He made a good point. It's PlayStation 4. Jesus.
I got something for you. Shut up, because there's something that
you shut up.
No, you stop. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You yell at
Jesus
scream.
Christ. I'm gonna fucking
get out of here. It's time for you. Anyway, go watch another episode of The Happy.
I'll be happy with that. You're damn right. I'm gonna go watch Happy.
There you go. All right. Thank you, everybody. Reilly,
good to be here, guys.
Mark Reilly, out of here. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Have fun, everybody. Happy Friday. Be safe out there.
Peace out.
Yeah.
All right. So Mark Reilly is there. We got him. We got him on the show this week. I was very happy to have him here. Did anybody watch Hamilton, by the way?
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'm excited for it today.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it this weekend. Did it come out last night? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yep.
I thought so. It came out last night.
I don't know. Until we finish Happy, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm gonna watch. See, last night I was reading, and I told myself I'm gonna every day after work I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna read at least like 25 pages or something a night, and then I'm gonna either turn something on or whatever. So I did that. Then I turned on the news, which I probably shouldn't have done. And I turned on the news, and then I was like, okay, now I'm going to watch Happy. And then my wife came in and goes, hey, do you want to watch this movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt? I was like, all right, let's watch it. And it was this, what the hell is it called? I'm going to, have you guys heard of this? It's on Amazon Prime, and it is...
You're going to have to be more specific than that.
Have you ever heard of this movie? It's called 7500. And the movie's called 7500. It's an Amazon Prime movie. And he's a pilot who's trying to maintain control of his airliner as terrorists storm the cockpit. And basically, it's directed by Patrick Vollrath. It cost like $5 million to make this movie, and what I told my wife, it was fine. This movie's fine. Is Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a good actor, and I think it was like kind of his lock. What he was trying to do. The majority of the movie, I would say 95% of this movie takes place in the cockpit itself. And so he's flying, he's the co-pilot. And then as they're flying from, I believe that they take off from Germany and they're going, I forget where they're going, but either way, the terrorists kind of storm through. Him and the co-pilot are able to fight back the terrorists out, but he's got to now try to figure out how to land the plane and ward off the terrorists while doing this. And it's an acting exercise by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And it's like if it doesn't have Joseph Gordon-Levitt, obviously this is one of those movies that never gets made for or gets like this kind of distribution if it's not for Joseph Gordon-Levitt. There's no doubt about it. And it felt like it could have been a short film, but they said, well, we got Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Let's put $5 million on this thing and put it on Amazon Prime.
Ben Reiner donated $20. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Tomorrow we celebrate our Independence Day.
Thank you. Very nice. Independence Day. Do you guys revisit Independence Day when during July 4th? The movie?
Well, we're actually going to talk about it this week on the Meaning Up podcast. Great. So if you want to check that out, subscribe to First Cut and look up Meaning Up podcast on Anchor, Apple's podcast, and Spotify. Michelle.
Manny_being_Monique donated $20. Hey guys, love you all. Let's keep each other safe and be good to each other. Lord knows right now we could all use a bit more love in the world.
No doubt. No doubt at all. Thank you for that. And thank you, everybody. So once again, Streamlabs.com/SCHMOEBOTS. Let's get some questions in there. Anything you want to talk about? Any movies that what movies are you going to watch this weekend? Let us know. That's going to be from 11 to 12. Tell us the movies that you're going to watch this weekend, because we're going to start a conversation at in just about 5 minutes. We're going to have Inner Geekdom competitor and Rookie of the Year candidate Ben the Bandit Goddard come in, and he's going to read your questions and talk about some of these other things that that maybe we missed. But get that conversation started now. Go to streamlabs.com/theschmoedown. Put in movies that you think are good watches during this weekend, what you're going to do. But anyway, 7500 was that movie. It's on Amazon Prime. It's an hour and a half. It has a lot of tension in it for sure. I think a really good performance by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. My wife at the end of it, she said, it was good, but what was the point? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it was just like an acting exercise, but it's a tension. The point was tension.
If there wasn't an animated imaginary creature in it, then I don't want to see it. So
I know. Happy does. Yeah, go ahead, Sabrina.
Well, and that's a new one.
It came out. I think that they just put it out. I mean, I hadn't seen it before pop up on Amazon. It says on IMDb that that it's from 2019, but maybe Amazon just got the rights for it. I don't know, but either way, it came in and I watched it. We watched it last night and trying to catch up on at least something new every night. And tonight I'm definitely I have to tear into at least 2 more episodes of Happy. I have to.
I just watched Palm Springs, the Andy Samberg one that's going to come out in a few weeks.
Yeah.
That one's really, really great. I actually it's super interesting just because I think the whole time loop, all of that is kind of
don't tell me if it's time travel. I just want to go. I don't want to know anything about that.
Okay. You haven't seen anything about it?
No, I don't want.
It's really good. So when it comes out, you definitely have to check that one out. Make that a priority.
I heard that. It was during Sundance. It got a lot of love.
Yeah, it's the highest acquisition ever. Wow. It's $20 million or something like that at Sundance. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, before we move on to these questions and a few other things here too, reminder, giving away some codes. We're going to give away codes for Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Lawrence of Arabia, Gandhi, A League of Their Own, and Jerry Maguire. And how you do that, you retweet the poll and vote on it between who will win the Star Wars Trivia Final next week between Andres Ace Cabrera and the Hunter, Andrew Dimolanta. Right now there are, how many? Let's see, I think we have 50 retweets thus far, and we are looking for more. Let's try to get to and right now 931 people have voted. Want to get to at least 1,000 people who have voted so far. So go ahead and go vote, and let's see how many retweets do we have. 63 retweets now after that. So 63 retweets. At the very end of the show, I will tell you who won. And
Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's, donated $20. Hi, I'm Dave Thomas, founder of Wendy's. Here's $20. Which movie characters would you invite your socially distanced 4th of July barbecue? More importantly, who is in charge of grilling the burgers? Squares patties only or Daddy will be having?
Hellboy. Gotta have Hellboy doing the grill.
You get it lit.
Yeah, you just put it on hand.
I guess that's true. That's true. Let me.
Bane, just because he wears a mask all the time, I guess.
That's a good one. That's smart.
I mean, he probably wouldn't be a great guest to have.
No, he probably.
I mean, Thanos. I think. I mean, he got Black Uncle vibes. I feel like he'd come out and then African slides that you know what I'm talking about. RB3.
Oh yeah.
And he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. So if he needs it, just snap. Boom. I just brought in a grill. Boom. Here's some more food. Oh, you need me to get rid of the plague? I'm not gonna, because I need to cull half of you. But you know what I'm saying?
Winston, I don't know why you just gave me this idea, but I want somebody to put Matt Link, if you're listening, can you make this video? I want to see the people who are arguing about not wearing masks and the people who are talking during all this and the Vegas people, and then having Thanos snapping, and then the Chris Rock bit that goes, I'm not saying I agree, but I understand.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
You see them all, and then Thanos just snaps them all away. Rock pops in, but I understand. Oh man! All right,
Samir donated $20. Congrats, Swag Squad. Ace killed it, going perfect. As Vader would say, impressive, most impressive. Rooting for him to go all the way and beat the Emperor. That is Alex Damon. When Sabrina said he's like a brother to me, I shed a small tear. Drip, drip, swag.
Yeah. I mean, Winston is. I got to put you on the spot also, man, because next year, the trade deadline is by August 1st. You've made it very clear that you're going to trade Ace by August 1st.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. Get the belt and get the fuck off my team.
Hey again, did any of you see the trailer for the Old Guard movie coming to Netflix on July 10th? Looks like a good movie with Charlize Theron.
Yeah, we just talked about it a little bit.
Talked about it a little while ago. Yeah, they're calling it one of the greatest action movies of 2020 is what, or even the last couple of years is what RB3 was saying. Yeah. So anyway, Winston, do you think that right now, if you're on the spot and you have 3 players, you got to sign, Ace has got to be in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, fair question.
But that's all it's
That's fair.
I mean,
yeah, I know. What else can you say? You don't want to get yourself in trouble.
I mean, I know, but the other thing is, I would like to propose to you, since the teams are so large, that we expand it to 4. We did it last. We had a team of 4 last time, so
I appreciate your proposal, but I will tell you no.
Rude. Not getting rude.
not doing it, and I'll explain some other time. All right, so at this point, we are going to bring in. We're talking about rookies. Well, he's got a big match today, massive match today. It is going up around 2:00. Sometimes I say 2. It could be 3. I always forget which day it is.
It's not like he runs the league or anything.
Yeah, well,
don't take anything he's
going to be on today. And Robert the Spider Parker, who has been touted the big inner geekdom Schmoedown superstar, talk about somebody who might have a chip on their shoulder, and rightfully so, is the bandit, Ben Goddard. And here he is, because Ben Goddard is 4-0 in 3 different divisions. Ben, people are still touting Parker. He's played 1 match against Ace. He's played 1 match, and people are saying that he is the heir apparent to Smets and potential rookie of the year, and it's got to chap your hide just a little bit.
Yeah, like I know, like, you know, Robert cut his teeth in the fan leagues, and people say that the questions are more difficult down there, but it's still not, the major leagues. So we're both 1-0 in Inner Geekdom. I have 3 more wins in 2 different divisions than him, but you know what? They want to put their money on him, feel free.
Well, that goes down today. Make sure that you guys check that out. Ben's also here today because, like we said, we have you guys putting in your streamlabs.com/theschmoedown. Make sure that you do that. Any questions we want to know, give us some suggestions on movies to watch, but when you put the movies in there, don't just say, watch this movie. Like, tell us why. Like, why do you think it's a good movie to watch during the holiday weekend? We want to hear it. And then, reminder: retweet that poll and vote on it. And if you tweet it out, with not tweet.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom on that.
Go ahead.
Tweet it out, bro.
That's what makes you go to the bathroom.
Sometimes you just gotta queef it out. It's okay.
Yeah, fucking weird. If you're gonna quote tweet it. You're gonna quote tweet it. Don't say. Don't just like, "Hey, this is the Blu-ray I want." Tell us inside of the actual quote who you think is gonna win the match. Why? Because if you just quote, "I want that movie," you're not gonna win. So as shits up a storm, we're gonna go and talk to Ben Goddard here. Ben, streamlabs.com/theschmoedown. People have been asking some questions. What they asking?
Hold on, just finishing this tweet real quick.
You had
156 impulse. Hi guys, I started watching the Schmoedown 2 months ago. It is great. I don't have a Twitter, but I recently found out that women players and managers are getting bullied by fans, and this is horrible. I don't get it. It's a game. People are having fun. Stop this.
So there was a great show that they did last week. Give me the overall run. Do you guys remember the name of the show? There's so many great.
Certain Point of View.
Thank you very much. Certain Point of View did a great show that Mark and I actually appeared on, and they had all the women in the Schmoedown. Sabrina was on, and had a lot of women from the Schmoedown. I shouldn't say all, and they had a great conversation about it. So, and what I said on this show is the same thing that I will say here. There are a lot of, I think, unfair comments that are made towards women in this league, and people say, well, they want to be treated as equal competitors. They should take the same thing that the men get. Well, what you don't understand is that the women are the vast minority in the Schmoedown League. They are so there's an added standard, there's an added pressure to women when they play in the league. So when you're saying certain things, what we ask is, you as sports fans, you should treat everyone the same. And even Rachel Cushing said, if you said like, oh, I knew that question, I don't think Rachel played at the top of her game today. That's fair to say. It's certain things that are said inside of it that when you put added pressures, and ask yourself if you'd say it to the same that you'd say it to another competitor, man or woman, right? Would you say that to them? And a lot of times that's not the case. Now, I don't think that a lot of these people who are doing this are guilty of bullying. I don't think that that's fair, and I don't think that's I think that what they don't understand is that their words could be taken in a way that should be looked upon, and you should think before you comment. And I don't think that a lot of these fans, I don't think that they're saying it to be malicious and hurtful. I think that there's certainly a lot that are. But you have to understand that this is like, look at someone like Sabrina. She has never played yet. Okay, now Sabrina is going to be going into this, and this is what she knows now. She knows now going into this that she's going to be looked upon differently than a rookie who's a dude that she's playing with. She knows that. Why does she know that? Because she sees it out there. She sees it in the comments, and she also sees it from her fellow counterparts who play in this division. So just think about that going into it. That's all I ask. All right. How about what's next?
All right. Justin Square. Time to rehash an argument from one of my favorite shows. If caveman and astronauts got into a fight, who'd win? The astronauts don't have weapons. Hope everyone has a great weekend.
Cavemen versus astronauts?
Cavemen.
Cavemen go fuck some shit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But aren't they like really short?
It depends. You say they don't have weapons, but what if I have a fucking moon rover? I'll run your ass over, caveman. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I'll tell you, cavemen, because the thing is,
or they can just cough on them and run away.
you got that. I understand what fire is. It didn't just happen because of a lightning strike. I can invent a weapon. Get the fuck out of here, astronauts.
Guess what? Guess why astronauts would lose? You know what astronauts have that cavemen don't?
What?
Morals.
Moral.
They'll eat somebody's face.
I mean,
they'll eat your fucking face, and they'll say, "Oh, good. Now, who wants some more? Let me get to the campfire." As opposed to, "Oh, should I kill this? Oh, I feel bad for running him over."
You're assuming that we haven't clicked into the part where you lose Carl. Carl's the first astronaut to go, right? They go, "Oh shit, they're eating faces," and the rest of the astronauts don't fuck up the cavemen. Like you just have to remember that once you see the homie get fucked up, you're like, nah, we ain't just gonna sit here and take
Carl's the guy that goes, "Oh, we come in peace," and then he gets clubbed in the face.
Just completely knocked the fuck out.
But listen, I had $1 for every fight I was in when somebody said, "Oh shit, they're eating faces."
Oh, bath salts.
Florida man, eat somebody's face.
Yeah. Someone asked Roka if cavemen or astronauts will win.
And no, he was there for the first of both of them.
Fantastic Beefs. Man of Steel's powerful scene is when young Clark says to Kevin Costner, Can't I just keep pretending I'm your son?" And Costner says, "You are my son."
Yeah.
As a parent who has adopted 2 children, that gets me every time. Anyone have a favorite scene
from that movie in particular?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty great scene. I like the first time he figures out how to fly. I think to me that's with the music and the introduction of that the score. I'm a pretty big fan of that scene. You guys?
I like the scene when he's when the world is like terraforming and then Lois Lane's like falling from, I guess, like the space or whatever, and then he has to like come down from like his spaceship and like save her.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool.
All right, what's next?
Fart.
Fart?
Reading the names. Doug Castle. Hey guys, today is my birthday, turning 33. I'm so happy for my birthday gift of Hamilton. With that being said, what is your favorite song from the musical? Also, if you get a chance, check out the watch along tonight at twitch.tv/darkwingduck. Thanks, guys.
I have never seen Hamilton. That's why the first time I'm going to see it, I'm going to actually see it on Disney Plus, because I am going to watch it. I'm very curious to see it, and I'm going to check it out. I can't get my wife to watch it. She's not a big Lin-Manuel Miranda fan, which is I love the guy. I think he's so talented and so great. That's why I want to watch it. So I'm going to check that out probably this weekend. Yeah. But update for everybody: the poll right now, it's only at 954 votes. Come on, there's got to be at least 46 of you who can vote. Get those votes up to 1,000, and then we've already have 72 retweets. And I'm gonna at around 11:45, I will announce the winners. And the other thing to mention is that streamlabs.com/SCHMOEBOTS. How many more SCHMOEBOTS can we get in here today? The crew is back, and we'll continue to be back, and we super support this the donations.
Yeah, and please like this video too. There's like 750 people watching this video, only 300 likes. Please make sure to like this video. Send in your Streamlabs and your super chats, obviously, but liking the video really helps us with the algorithm and helps the show grow as well. So
yeah,
right. Kristian, you got to hit that auction thing the two of y'all do.
We did it the other day, but it's like I feel a lot of times the audience like waits for us to do it before they punish us. Now if we don't do it,
oh my god, they did that shit that the kids be doing where you're like, hey, if you don't do whatever, but I wanted you to do that, Daddy. I was waiting for you to.
All right, we'll do it once. What is the right now there's what?
There's 328.
All right, we want to get to 450. Brett, are you ready?
I guess so.
All right, here we go. All right, everybody, trying to get a 450 today. We're trying to get a 450. Can you get the 450? One time I got the 450 and I had to lose some weight. All right, everybody, then moving on over. We got to get to 450. We're 356. That's a bunch of bullshit. I took a coat hanger and I threw it against the wall and it came back and it started to dance with me. I don't understand. I was on drugs. All right, everybody, go back on over. Everybody over. Let's get on over to 450. Can you get the 450? I took a picture of myself and I said, oh my God, it's Shrek. But that was my mother-in-law. All right, everybody, moving on over. 450. Trying to get the 450. Can we get the 450? I want to get the 450. 363. I like to gargle water backwards. How do you do that? You just walk backwards and gargle. All right, everybody, keep on. 72, 450, 450, 450. Mark Reilly has the best hair in the business. It's a wig. I'm just kidding. It's 2 wigs. All right, everybody, let's go to 450. Can we get the 450? RB3 is an angel. No joke there. 450, 454. Let's go to 450. Let's go to 450. Let's go to 450. Come on, let's go, everybody. Can we get there? Can we get there? Sabrina tried to do an impression of me last week. It was better than anything that Reilly's done on this show in the history of his life. I'm just kidding. 450, 450. Come on, everybody. 450, 450. Look at Brett Sheridan. He's dancing like a skunk, dancing like a skunk. Whee! Dancing like a skunk, dancing like a who? All right, everybody. You ever seen a grown man dance with a tutu on his head? Me. It's called Josh McCougar. All right, everybody. Let's go. 450. Can we get the 450? Can you get 402? Fuck you. All right, everybody. Let's get the 450. I'm getting hot in here because the air conditioner was left on all night. Now I can't put it on at all. All right, let's do it. Can we? All right, forget it. I'm done.
Come on, you dick noses.
Dick nose. Come on, you dumb dick.
Dumb dick.
All right, let's see. Let's get back to streamlabs.com.
All right, Dagan, if we can get Flirt and Flowers trending in the top 20 on Twitter, we can get Netflix to save happy. Everyone should go on social media and post hashtag save happy.
Yes. Now, but have you? All right, you know what I want? You know what I want? Go into the chat room right now, and let me see. Yes or no? Have you watched an episode of Happy? Yes or no? That's what I want to see in the chat room. I want to see how many out of this audience has seen it yet, and I'm going to do 2 questions. The first question is going to be how many have seen it, yes or no, and then question 2 is if you're going to.
Alex Shashek donated $20. Next week we're doing our SCHMOEBOTS Tournament of Champions with Bibiani versus Bateman. What are your favorite team belts match of all time? Love you guys, and Winston for Modi.
Yeah, that question, Alex, we talked about that yesterday. You guys had mentioned the team belts, the greatest team matches. I was shocked that the top 10 versus Patriots 2 was chosen. So, hold on, let's see. No, yes. So a lot of no's.
A lot of yeses, too.
A lot of yeses. So we're going to wait for that, and then we'll do a second one. But yes, there's a lot of no's. So I'm very curious to see if we can get some people in there to watch. I mean, man, I like Family Guy. Remember, Family Guy got canceled, and then they brought it back after the DVDs came out. So I'm really hoping that we can get it back in. Now the other question is, will you watch it? So will you watch it after hearing us talk about it? Will you watch it? Because that's my goal, is to get everybody to watch it, and then my second goal is to get Chris Maloney on this show. That's my second goal.
That'd be awesome. I mean, Detective Stabler, fuck yeah,
dude, so good. All right. The other thing I put on this channel, by the way, if you didn't know this, yesterday I pieced out a little clip of, thought it was really interesting, interview that we did, Brett and I did with Katie Sackhoff a little while ago, and we talked to her about Gina Carano, and she told the story about how the first time her and Gina Carano ever met, and it's a pretty cool little story. So I clipped it out and we put it on the channel yesterday. Thank you to Michael Aronson who clipped it out and put it on the channel. So check it out. So people who haven't checked it out said they are going to check it out. So good. So and let Chris Maloney know that SEN told you guys to check it out. All right, Ben, what's next?
Heroes 56. Hey guys, happy 4th of July. What are your plans for this weekend? Hi Sabrina, RB3, Winston, and Brett. Yo, Ace needs to win this Star Wars tournament for Latin America.
Yeah, how about that? I mean, so there's still people though. That, I mean, Dimolanta does have a lot of fans. Don't make no mistake about it. But Ace right now is, I mean, he's Rocky Balboa. Yeah. All right. Next.
Yeah.
Plans for the weekend. Any plans for
plans
anybody?
For the weekend?
Huge party.
Yeah. Are you really? Good for you. I'm just having the in-laws over and gonna make some hot dogs and burgers for the kids, and do the whole thing.
Shoot off some illegal fireworks.
I'm going to
been
Brett's
going
party.
on for like a month and a half, so
Yeah,
you're
I
a
don't
little
think
late.
we have to do that. It happens every night. Illegal fireworks are going off, and I did.
Oh man, that just happens. That just happens every day in Compton, literally. But it's funny. I'm probably just gonna go over. I know my family's having like kind of not a party, but you know, a little gathering. But I'm just gonna be there, cook my ribs, and then and head out. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna be watching Hamilton though. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, definitely gonna be watching Hamilton. Matt Chapman, I watched the first season of Happy when it aired. I didn't get around to the second season, which makes me the problem. I love the first season. Hope you get Chris Maloney on for an interview. # save Happy.
Yeah, man, I really hope it happens. I'm on a mission.
Jose donated $20. Hey,
Jose.
SEN team. As a kid, loved watching the Disney Saturday morning cartoons. Of those, what would you like to see as a live-action series or movie? I'm down to see Gargoyles and Darkening Duck. Be safe.
I think Gargoyles. They talked about it at one point that it was possible, but Gargoyles would be a good one. I think that's a good. That's a really good one. Do you guys remember Gummy Bears, the TV show?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one too.
You remember on Sunday?
Don't ask
I'm
Sabrina
too old.
RB3.
I hated on Sundays. Now this is aging me, but on Sundays there was only one cartoon, and it was Davy and Goliath, and it was that hey Davy, and it was like claymation or whatever, and that really pissed me off.
Oh,
anyway,
what a Little Prince! Remember the Little Prince? Remember the Little Prince was on. I used to get pissed off, but then I started to watch it. Little Prince. I can't remember what the hell. This will tell you exactly how much the Little Prince had an impact on me as a kid, because there was a show that I used to love so much, and I would get there because this is the day before DVRs and everything too. You get there and you have to wait for it to come on. And the Little Prince would always pop up. I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch the fucking Little Prince before I watch my show. And I remember Little Prince, but I can't remember what the fucking show was that I was trying to watch. So Little Prince did something. You guys remember the Little Prince? I know Sabrina and Arbithy don't answer that, but the rest of you guys, do you remember the Little Prince?
No,
not really, man.
I know the book. Right? It was yeah.
There's a Little
I
Prince
remember the
cartoon.
show.
I know there's a movie called The Little Prince that Netflix just put out too.
Little Prince, you would get. This is. I'm trying to find it. It's how we made the theme song. Yeah, Little Prince. Here it is.
It is a castle.
You know what? I'm not gonna play that. We're gonna get a copyright.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Get that. Anyway, all right. What's next, Ben?
Spencer. I absolutely loved Happily. No spoilers, but there is a sequence in episode 7 that I could not believe it was allowed on television. One of the most bonkers scenes I've ever seen. This show should be nothing. The show would be nothing without Christopher Maloney's performance.
Oh yeah. And I'm glad. Brad, Goddard, have you checked it out yet?
I watched the first few episodes. I'm real bad at like sticking with TV. I enjoyed it. It didn't quite hook me. But like Christopher Maloney's so good.
So funny.
Tweet at Patton too. Get them both in the mix.
What is that?
You were the Roxy of that, Winston. How dare you? You were the Roxy.
What is that?
You were the Roxy. Sabrina and RB3 and Brett, they all like that. I've never seen you do that. I'm ashamed of you.
I mean, but you know what I am? I'm upset that everybody else got to tell about their goddamn weekend plans, and my ass was just sitting here being skipped over for another goddamn Streamlabs.
Me too.
That's how.
Well, you also got to answer about Spider-Man, and other people didn't. So shut your ass.
Fine. Go back in time. Tell my ass I don't get to talk about no Spider-Man because I would like to connect with the people that happen to be in this thing. No, Roxy wouldn't do that shit.
So what are your plans this weekend, Winston?
I don't want to tell you no more.
You know what we should do, Robbie? We should try to do that again. I'll do a different impression this time around. We should do a different impression. Yesterday, we did one where you have to do an impression of someone who's doing that sound, Winston. So, for example, for Arnold yesterday, so we'll do a new one here. You can pick an impression, and you have to do. All right.
Oh my God!
It's like that crazy frog, that cell phone ring that everybody had.
Somebody, please donate enough so that RB3 can do the indignant white man doing that.
Yesterday, he did it.
I did that one yesterday.
So we gotta do a new one. So I'll do. Let's see. I'll do one. Wow, mustard. Wow, I got it. Whoa. RB3, you ready?
Blue milk, intoxication.
Winston.
Oh
my God.
What? Let me be clear.
That's good. Sabrina.
All right. This is Finstock, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can't do this anymore. Sorry, Finstock. Mama, how you doing today?
Good.
Why is that like that head? That's amazing.
When he laughs, when he calls and he's like, haha, hey, little mama.
That's what he says.
Oh my God. I just realized that Finstock is a mix of Butthead and Johnny Bravo.
Oh, yeah. Listen to this. So this guy, Ace, he thinks he's going to beat my guy? I'll tell you what. I got off the phone just now with little mama. She says, she told me all of a study happens. Is that true? No, but it could be. How about all right? Let's do NoHo Hank here, and then we'll call, and then we'll get Brett to call it a day. You know why I want NoHo Hank to do it? Because I know how much you don't want to do it, and it makes me
I know. I should have acted like I was really into this.
Yes. You are turning into that guy who doesn't like to do anything.
Just because it reminds me of that Crazy Frog, and so many of my friends had that ringtone in high school, and it's just like
we won't play that. We won't play that anymore.
Thank you. I'm trying to think of how to do it with an accent. God, this is gonna be worse than Sabrina's.
Nice.
Wow.
Ouch. I knew that, but you don't have to say it.
Yeah, I did. I had to say it. No, I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, you had it.
I had it. It didn't sound like it.
Oh, I thought you had it.
Karaoke.
All Might donated $20.
Thank you.
Please
Yes.
had indignant white man Obama and Arnold have a fanboy war over whether DC, Marvel, or Star Wars is best, and each pick a side.
All right. Let's see. So, RB3, I'll let you start. You pick whoever you want.
Well, we really look at the origin of the history of the comic book genre and the characters and the mythology. How can you say anything other than DC? I mean, come on.
Payne donated $20.
Come on, William
watched
Payne.
Hamilton, yet saw too many posts about it and said F that noise, and I watched Coco Tangelled Frozen 2 instead. Have you guys ever felt the need to watch something else instead of the new thing?
Keep going, RB3.
RB3, go ahead. Why don't you shut the bot off for now?
The bot gotta take a little bit of a break, my fellas. So anyway,
He's drunk.
I mean, I personally gotta prefer the DC fandom. I mean, come on, guys, Batman, Superman, how could you go wrong? It's me.
No, I made some strong arguments there. The problem is that none of the stuff that you're talking about takes place on another planet. And here in the DC, even no matter who, you got to wear masks to cover yourself because no one's caring for themselves. I would go to Naboo because there I don't have to worry about people coughing. There's no unhealthy places like In and Out. Everyone, that's trending on Twitter right now. If you check it out, you see that it's factual. But for me, I'm going to fly around in the spaceship and cut my sandwiches with a lightsaber. I don't need this. The better stuff with the Joker and the Marvel and the screaming and the yelling and the who is that? Look at him, it's the raccoon in the trash. I don't need it. So I'm going to take Star Wars. It's the better movie.
Well, see, here's the thing. You're all wrong.
Ow.
Completely. First of all, a galaxy far, far away, we can't even get to Mars. So why are you trying to go out there? Second of all, DC. Okay, first of all, name one brother in DC. Name one. Okay, indignant white man. I'm going to take Sasha.
Cyborg.
I'm going to take Sasha. Well, there's one, but he got cut out the movie. He got completely cut out the movie. I'm going to take Sasha, Malia, and Michelle. And we're going to go to Wakanda. We're done with y'all. Done with all of you.
Well,
Wakanda forever.
But you know what you just said there? You forgot about Lando. You forgot about Mr. John Boyega, Finn.
I mean, no, of course you got Finn and Boyega. You got Finn and you got Lando and you got Mace Windu. But again, I can't even get to where they are. What's a Coruscant? I don't know where that is. I have no idea how to get there.
Not wearing masks in Wakanda.
Guys, I mean, come on, guys. We all know who Batman is, okay? Like, he's a totally great, totally awesome guy, all right? It doesn't even matter. You're talking about Lando and all of these characters, Black Panther. Come on, guys. I mean, he's just really...
First of all, T'Challa has way more money than Batman. So we're not even going on that. And you said that, look, you don't want to debate me. I won every debate I was in. But real talk, you're saying that Wakandans don't wear masks. You know why? They have cured COVID-19. They don't worry about it there. And y'all don't deserve the cure, so they're just keeping it all secret and secure in Wakanda.
Hey, you make a valid point. All right, so right now, to give an update, there are over 1,000 votes on Cabrera and Demolanta. Cabrera has continued to keep his lead here, 57.1 over Demolanta with 42.9.
I feel like they're trying to reverse psychology and make us lose the match. Like,
I don't know, dude.
Is Ace going to lose his edge without being an underdog now?
No. I don't know, because look, the thing is, when you steal the hearts, I think that Tim Sims said it. He's the underdog story. He's the Rocky. He's the Cinderella. He was the play-in match, man. Like, nobody thought he would be there. He's beaten now. He's going in as the favorite regardless, even if the polls would have had Demolanta, because Demolanta's 2-2. This guy's undefeated. He's never lost. He's 3-0. Like, yeah, he might have that underdog thing, but he's 3-0. He's the first ever Star Wars competitor to go 3-0. So he's going in as the favorite. Now he's going to be the second person to enter. So it is a different position for him for sure. So, and he's going to be going up against an angry competitor in Demolanta, because Demolanta's got a chip on his shoulder. He does, and he doesn't. I even told him, we had a little behind the scenes here too. The guy won the match, and he was still complaining about the question that he had on his show about the criterion.
Absolute. That's all I have to say.
That's what I told him. I said, you can't complain about one thing and not complain about the other thing, but it's because he's so passionate about it, and it's because he really wants to go and he really wants to win. So he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's tired of the fans kind of second guessing him and saying he's not going to be. He wants to show how much he knows. So it's a great battle between the two of these guys. I'm very excited to see it.
It's going to come down to that speed round, because Andrew's been going like full Zen master, and Ace is just like popping out those answers. Like me and Winston were talking about that on Wednesday. So that's going to be the deciding factor, those 10 questions in 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's a really big match now, because the Finstocks Exchange's lead is now cut to 6. So if they, this is big. You can cut it to 3 if Ace wins here today. So with the singles tournament around the corner, and don't forget I guess tentatively, just to let you guys know. And I still, this is not confirmed, but we're looking for July 31st to be the Roca versus Irwin pay-per-view match. That will $10 patrons will get it. It will be purchased for $4.99. There is an undercard, and that undercard will be Final Exam versus Deep 13. So Swag will have an opportunity again to get some more points there. So that's $10 patrons. If you subscribe today, if you join up at the Patreon or upgrade to $10, you're going to get all of the. We're going to do like 3 to 5 in the course of like 5 weeks. So you're going to get all of those for just $10, and you're going to get like 6 matches. So it's worth the upgrade if you want to, or you can get single if you just want. Well, I want the Merle versus either Irwin or Roca. I don't want the other ones, so I'm going to just get one. You can get them at theschmoedownlive.com. All right, let's get some more questions here.
B. Arthur can get it. Hey guys, I didn't realize Leah Thompson was directing stuff now. I noticed she directed the latest episode of Stargirl on DC Universe, which is a fun show, by the way, with just the right amount of cheese and a great Luke Wilson performance.
Yeah, so she's one of my favorite people I've ever interviewed, Leah Thompson. She's great, and I know that her husband was directing stuff, and I guess that she's doing it too now. I'm very excited to see it. So you guys, I mean,
she's amazing. I did an Acme show with her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Absolutely wonderful and so cool and so just like willing to just do whatever we threw at her. So
my favorite thing that you talk about, you were talking about Gucci here. we were at the Irishman premiere, right? And at the end, there was the after party, and it was around this. It was in this hotel, but around this pool. And I see her, and I had done the interview with her, the one-on-one interview, probably like 6 months prior. So she recognized me. We talked for a bit, and then I never forget it. Dagnino is walking around, just looking at other people. He sees me talking to him, and he just beelines to get into that conversation. And to his credit, he was talking to her for quite a while afterwards too. But it was amazing to watch.
He told me he went up to like Joe Pesci. He was like, "Oh man, I can't believe it! The service is like better than like the country club." And Joe was like, "Oh yeah, like the country club, blah blah blah." He's like, "Oh yeah, totally. Like yeah, oh my god, could you believe it?" It's like
he was talking about the pasta at the club.
That's right.
So he was at that country club. I don't know how he got into it, but Joe Pesci was complaining about this or something in there, and Dagnino remembers this. So Dagnino made a beeline to get to Joe Pesci, and Joe Pesci's security guards came into him, and he's like, "Hey Joe, how about the country club?" And he's like, "Let the guy in." So then he starts talking to him. He's like, "You were there for the I forget what kind of pasta it was." But he's like, "You were there for this? I couldn't believe it." That's the whole conversation. I had left early because that movie was like, as we know, it's like 63 hours long, and by the end of the night, it was the after party started at like midnight. So I was like, hey, you have to fuck home, dude. Anyway, sorry, Ben. What's next?
That's so like just that confidence, just to be able to bullshit right in front of security to an A-lister like that. Gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Michael Red Dingus. I'm gonna start off watching Happy, then check out Hamilton, Independence Day 1 and maybe 2. Don't do 2, because I haven't seen it. Other than that, I finally got a Star Wars Fan League match, so I'll be rewatching as many Star Wars movies as possible.
All right, this is a great. So this was tweeted to me too. There's also great video that comes out and inspiring video, and this is one I think that we need to play. This is in Walmart. Oh, Costco.
Oh no.
Some guy took a what's wrong with people? Speaker off the wall and farts into the fucking thing. Listen to this thing. Listen to this guy. What the fuck is wrong with people?
That's not even. Hold on.
Let me and take a guess at how many views this video has. Anyone want to guess?
3
Millions.
611,000, but it's like and the Ace Cabrera and Matt and Laura Kelly match will top out at like 30,000. What a fucking cry to humanity that is.
All right, hold on. Let me see if it's still in here, because I don't know if I can do the same thing and play it for you. But there's one that killed me, of this guy that in Target, where he got a hold of the loud. Hold on, let me see.
I did see it. He screams.
Yeah. Hold on. See if this works.
Back at him. Yeah. Why don't you just send it to me, because I can't really hear it that way. Winston, I can't.
All right. I'll try. Hold on.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to some more here.
Yamagata 32. Wear a damn mask and shut your mouth, or Brett will lay it the smackdown on your candy ass.
Nice.
Yes.
There you go.
I will.
Jay Scotty for real. The Goods, Live Hard, Sell Hard isn't perfect, but it's an underrated comedy starring Jeremy Piven. The jokes are crude and lowbrow, perfect for this audience. Am I right?
Yes.
But it takes place at a failing used car lot in Temecula, California, or over 4th of July weekend.
Huh. That's good. I mean, are you going to be watching anything this weekend, Goddard?
I always watch Independence Day for sure,
yeah.
And Hamilton.
We're going to handle the conferring between team members. I'm so excited for the Star Wars final. Hi, Brett. Hi, little mama.
Maybe missed the beginning of that one.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so they said, Jay Goldeneye said, so we're going to see teams matches. How are you going to handle the conferring between teams members? I'm so excited for the Star Wars final. Hi, Brett. Hi, little mama. Okay, so the way that we're going to do the teams, it's going to be similar. So a lot of it's going to be pre-taped, but live will be a little different. The way it's going to work is we are going to drop the team out of let's say it's Goddard and Silvestrini, and they're going up against Alonso and Whitney. So they're in the lead. They decide they want to go first in round number 2. Well, Alonso and Whitney will be taken out of the StreamYards, and they will then be put on a FaceTime call with someone from production. So, and in that, so then we'll actually have a conversation. Then they'll answer the questions. They will be able to confer with one another throughout it, and then answer. Now, what will happen is after they're out of the room and the other team comes back, they're going to be given the steals. They'll be given the steals basically. So if they miss and they say, okay, they said that George Lucas directed Jurassic Park, and they used multiple choice. They'll be told the steals up top in the beginning of it. So they'll be, instead of actually being there the whole time, they'll be kind of taken out and put back in the room. And then as far as round 3 goes, they'll be able to confer the same way that you would. You're just going to be able to hear your opponents being able to go back and forth on it, if that makes sense. So
if we do multiple choice and we pick B, when they come back, be like, hey, here's the multiple choice, they picked B.
Yes, exactly. Because what will happen then is that and for that, managers will be able to watch with their hands up during that round. They'll be able to watch in case there's a challenge. So if there's a challenge throughout that, they'll be watching in the from the offset. In the waiting rooms.
Offset.
Yeah. So if Winston is watching, you guys, his hands will be up, and then he'll have a challenge that he wants to challenge. So that's how it's going to work for round 2.
Be right back.
Yep. All right. Let's go. Let's finish it up.
All righty. Sir Lord Attenborough. Hey, all. Wanted to wish you a happy
Train donated $20. Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants. They are both underdogs, and their road to victory is starting to look the same. Face it, Winston Ace is becoming the new Eli Manning.
You have to play that again when RB3, when Winston comes back. Don't say anything. Just play it again, and then after he's done, play it again.
Yep.
I want you to play it like 3 times. So, all right. So just when I'm going to ask him something about, let's ask him his random opinion about something. Mm-hmm. And won't even tell him what it is. Just play it. And the code word RB3 every time I say shoe-in. When I say shoe-in, just play that same schmobot. We'll just play it like 5 different times. Shoe-in. All right.
Sir Lord Attenborough. Hey, all. Wanted to wish y'all a happy 4th of July. And
right. I know I'm walking into something because I heard Kristian say put that back when I come back. I don't know what it is.
It's nothing right now, but we know we did want to ask your opinion on macaroni and cheese and tuna. It came up again, so I wanted to.
Hasn't it been a year?
I know it came.
Donated $20. Flowers Mary Kill Adopt. Back to the Future, Indiana Jones Last Crusade, E.T. the Extraterrestrial Ghostbusters.
Those are good ones, but to me the shoe-in is Indiana Jones. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Train donated $20. Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants. They are both underdogs, and their road to victory is starting to look the same. Face it, Winston Ace is becoming the new Eli Manning.
There you go.
Couldn't have made.
Mike Pence donated $20. Love the show, guys. Looking forward to today's match. Until then, I'm going to head back and pretend to be attracted to women.
That's also a shoe. Total shoe-in. Right.
I thought that's what his name was.
I didn't hear it.
Someone found a way to almost.
Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants. They are both underdogs, and their road to victory is starting to look the same. Face it, Winston Ace is becoming the new Eli Manning.
What do you think about that?
So that's what you want to do. All right.
That's a shoe-in. It's a shoe-in.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not gonna. But
Train donated $20. Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants. They are both underdogs, and their road to victory is starting to look the same. Face it, Winston Ace is becoming the new Eli Manning.
How do you feel about that, Winston?
Fuck yeah. I'll put hell of yuck in my mouth because I'm so fucking mad right now. I quit. Okay? I quit.
It's really good.
out.
All right, let's try to finish these up. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sir Lord Attenborough. Hey, all. Wanted to wish you guys a happy 4th of July and thank each and every one of you for Laughs Entertainment. Please stay safe and wear a mask, everyone. My movie recommendation for a movie this weekend is any Arnold movie. Mine will be True Lies.
Oh, that's a good one. All right.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael Red Dingus. I try my best to remember to hit like, but don't remember about half the time until someone mentions it. Probably because of the combination of weed, waking up, and the fact that you are all my morning show.
That works. Well, so look, that's good on us too. To remind you guys, please hit the like button.
Yeah,
it's
almost
extremely helpful. And the other thing, a lot of people didn't know, and I didn't realize a lot of people didn't know this, that the Schmoedown is actually available on audio. So I know a lot of people like to listen to the matches and like to play along in their cars, and you can do that. Just go to either Apple Podcasts or Spotify and look for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. You also get Backstage, which airs every Tuesday. Both Ben Goddard and RB3 are now a permanent part of that show, so make sure you go over there. And then on Saturday mornings, the show I listen to, it's my morning show on Saturdays. I have to listen to it, and that's Schmoedown Rundown with Brad Gilmore and Frank Janish. So go and check that out, guys.
Oh my God, you're my dreamboat.
That's right. It's a good show. You've been listening to it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, after they subtweeted me them dancing to the theme song, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to watch.
Isn't the show good though?
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to listen to them eat their words about what they said about Ace last time they spoke on his match. So
I'm sure they will. Dude, they own it though. They definitely own it. I think they're gonna give them a lot of props. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's.
Did you get the link? Did you get the link, Kristian? I put it in the Zoom.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Oh, it's in the Zoom chat. Oh yeah, apparently you're not supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that before.
It's okay. You weren't told, Winston.
Yeah.
Okay. What? How do you want me to send it to you?
Text it to me.
All right, hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Sirlet Attenborough is back. If you had to cut, trade, or keep burgers, Chicago-style hot dogs, or tacos, what would y'all choose? I would cut burgers, keep Chicago-style hot dogs, and trade for tortas. Also, what is your favorite Tom Cruise movie, minus Top Gun and Collateral?
Shit.
That's the most trash ass take on how to deal with that food. Hold on. You keep burgers. All right.
Yeah, you got to keep burgers. I agree.
You cut the hot dogs.
No.
And then if you have to trade tacos away, do I have to keep it for another like Latino inspired food, or can I go for anything? Because
this is the list. This is a list. Don't change up the fucking guy's list. What are you doing?
No. He said trade. You have to trade. You have to trade one of them. So that's what I'm asking. Do I have to trade for another Latino style food if I trade tacos, or because if so, then fine, I'll go for a burrito. But if not, then like shit, I'm gonna trade that shit and go get macaroni and cheese sans tuna, and we good. So like what?
Sabrina, what are you taking out of those?
100% cutting burgers, keeping Chicago-style hot dogs. I don't care. I stand by it. I stand by that 100%.
You're right.
By her thoughts, I'm witness to this.
So that's fine. You can go be. You're right. The fist I can change was right for you. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Chicago-style hot dogs are like one of life's greatest pleasures.
Really good.
Like
I've never had one.
Dude, they're
really good.
And I'll tell you, had I been asked this question,
_being_Monique donated $20. RB3 shoe in.
Okay. I'll tell you how good Chicago-style hot dogs are. My dad, as I was eating one, goes, "You know that's intestine, right?"
Yeah.
I still kept eating it.
You have to.
I was such a picky kid. I was just
Ken and I barreled through them in Chicago. 2 years ago, if I was asked that question, I would have said, "Oh, come on, you get rid of the hot dogs." It's hard for me to say. I probably
donated $20. Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants. They are both underdogs, and their road to victory is starting to look the same. Face it, Winston Ace is becoming the new Eli Manning.
It's a very good take. It's a hot take.
I donated $20. Definitely checking out Hamilton on Disney Plus, and probably gonna see 1776 as I haven't seen that since 8th grade. Also, Sabrina, we have a great aquarium at the zoo here in Pittsburgh if you want to check out some fish and tanks sometime. Oh, and hey, Brett.
Hello.
Yeah, very nice.
Once it's safe to travel, I'll make a trip.
Yeah, very, very good, interesting and fresh take on the Eli Manning part. Okay, next question.
Of all the people, Eli Manning, right. Really?
We just don't have time, Winston. Sorry. Next question, Ben.
So, hot dogs. Is it like the toppings, or is it just like better like meat or buns or something?
I don't know,
like
dude. It's a little bit of both. The Chicago, what it was, Ken and I ate so many of these freaking things. It was like a sesame bun, and
right. I'm looking at it. I
would listen, Winston. I'm actually, the funny thing is, as much as I defend these hot dogs, I'm still taking burgers, and tacos, and then having, if I have to cut one, it's the hot dogs, even though I don't want to.
Well, wait, isn't it? I thought it was keep, trade, cut, like a team. So you have to trade one of them away.
Oh,
and then you get to pull another food in.
I don't like this game anymore. All right, let's.
It's very fun kill with food, sir.
there's Pink's, there's what is it, Carney's, the hot dog place. I
LA
haven't had a better hot dog
done
than
it.
from Costco, honestly.
Really, LA to me doesn't have great hot dogs. They get great tacos and they get great burgers, but the hot dogs.
And even then, burgers are questionable. You want next time we go to Texas? I know we were supposed to go because that was supposed to be originally when Smets and Janju were going to face each other. When we go to Texas, I'll take you to some burger spots.
Well, look, the happy thing for you there was we were actually looking at two places. We were actually going to do the
half of Mike Pence donated $20. God knows I can't turn down a hot dog.
Wait! What was the name? What was the name?
Let's stay away.
You know exactly what the name is.
Let's stay away from next question.
Shook Knight 323. I'm here to kiss Goddard's ass today. He is the rookie to win his debut match in 3 divisions on first try. Goddard's going to shock the world today. Shout out to Winston on his Twitch. Great time. So make sure you subscribe to Winston's Twitch. #Bandit Brigade.
Big match. Big match. Big match.
Chris the Hammer Thorne. How do you guys feel about Hamilton being censored to be on Disney Plus? Personally, I feel like they should have put it on Hulu so we could actually get the original production. Can't call it that if you have altered it.
Nah, I mean it's Disney Plus, and
it was like 3 F words or something like that.
Something like that. You can. I mean, it's like putting something on TBS or something. You know, it's like it's not changed that much up for it. I'm okay with them changing it for kids. Yeah.
Ace_Cabrera donated $20. So RB3, would you say in the school in?
Shoo-in, I think you were saying. Shoo-in. I think you were saying it was a shoo-in. All right.
Oh, yeah. All right. Sir Lord Attenborough. Sir Lord Attenborough. Normally, I'd be at
Trey
a concert
donated
this weekend.
$20. Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants.
I just love seeing Winston. I love seeing Winston.
Victory is starting to look the same. Face it, Winston. Ace is becoming the new Eli Manning.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? Fine. If you're gonna do this,
What?
If Ace goes and he wants to win the belt and then go win a second belt, fine. I'll take it. I will take
that
unfortunate fucking L of rooting for the Giants.
I know.
Which I had to do both times because I hate the Patriots more.
It's easy. It's easy to compare both. You know, like all the championships that Tony Romo won. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, then sorry.
Tony Romo still, sir. You may have more belts on Eli. Tony Romo is definitely a better quarterback. Let's be real.
Oh, because that's important, not the championships. All right, go ahead.
I mean, we got 5. How many y'all got?
How many did Tony Romo have?
That's not what we're talking about. I just asked you how many rings do y'all have. That's what I asked.
You talking about the Yankees?
I'm specifically talking about the Giants. And we can talk about y'all cheating as Yankees. You're out here cheating like Houston, man.
Well, you're a Houston fan too.
No, I'm not. I hate Houston. I'm from Dallas, man. I'm a Rangers fan.
You turn Winston sound up. All right. All right. What's next?
So Attenborough. Normally, I'd be at a concert this weekend. Last year, we went to see The Dead and Company at Wrigley Field. It was amazing. Yes. John Mayer is one of the best guitarists right now. What band would you love to see live if you could this weekend? Take it easy, y'all.
Live, The Doors.
Oh.
Yep, The Doors.
I could see live. I would go to another Gambino concert.
Today is the anniversary of Jim Morrison's death, apparently. My mother to me that
1971, right? In Paris. Yeah.
I'd see Dead and Company again. My dad's a big Deadhead, and I took him to that concert. My brother and I did, and he said that John Mayer breathed new life into the band. Nobody could have replaced Jerry, but you know.
Who was?
My dad never heard of John Mayer.
Oh, okay.
And we took him to Dead and Company, and he's like, "It's John Mayer, guys. It's pretty good."
But John Mayer was
he's taken place of Jerry Garcia.
Oh,
in
really?
The band. Yeah. So but I mean, he killed it. It was a great show, and there weren't any drugs there.
It's false. I got that joke. It was a good one. What was next?
Bill Carr. It was announced yesterday that Walmart is converting 160 of its parking lots to drive-ins. I think it's a smart business decision. Do you think drive-ins could come back?
Yes, I think I think they're going to have to. They're going to have to figure ways to figure it out, because right now it's like, the businesses are going to be having to change things up for the next 6 months. I hate to lock in everybody. Life's not going back to what we thought it was until maybe February or March or even later of next year. So
we could have, but no one wanted to.
No.
Yeah, but I've obviously been advocating for the drive-ins, but I'm not the biggest fan of Walmart and their business practices, because it kind of makes it tough. But good for more drive-ins for sure.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Bladehawk. Hi, crew. Have not been able to watch live in a while, but wanted to donate. Happy 4th of July. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm really looking forward to today's match this afternoon. Let's go Bandit for the win. Oh, thank you, Bladehawk.
Yeah, man. Super chat?
Got one more stream live, then I'll head over.
Okay.
Andrew Garfield Ramirez. Do we know yet Sabrina's Schmoedown name? Sabrina Shewin Ramirez.
Shewin. Okay. Well, yeah,
Okay, did I miss this? Where did the Shewin thing come from? I'm so confused.
Well, you might have not been on the show.
Donated $20. Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants. They are both underdogs, and their road to victory is starting to look the same. Face it, Winston Ace is becoming the new Eli Manning.
It's very true.
Did you ever see
What? I can't
Playhouse,
hear you.
Winston?
I don't have headphones on anymore. I have no idea what just got said.
It's very true. Pterodactyl! Let's go to Super.
They said Shewin. Becoming Rock. Oh, God.
What's next?
Becoming Rock over on Super Chat. DC did have a plan with Snyder, and the WB got involved and messed it up. I gave up on CW shows when the island blew up and no one died.
Oh, yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Becoming Rock. I predict MCU gets Miles and Sony gets Peter.
Peyton Manning donated $20.
Peyton Manning.
Here Eli was definitely a shoe-in.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if that'll happen, because with the Miles Morales PS4, 5, whatever game coming out, like there's definitely going to be a movie following that, like because people are going to be hyped.
But again, what was the Shewin thing, real quick?
Shewin? It's something that happened last week. It's just a matter of when.
Train donated $20. Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants.
No more.
Winston, the answer was every time, and you just said it. It's the magic word. Every time someone said "shooing," we would play that again.
God damn it!
And you just made
God
it.
Damn
it! Welcome to the show. All right,
senior film. If Rambo: First Blood were to get more faithful reboot adaptation of the original book, just the book, who can you see being cast as Rambo? I would go with Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be great. Fassbender would also be pretty damn good too.
I fucking hate you guys.
So, what's different about the book, Kristian?
Oh shit! Yeah, are you kidding or are you serious?
No.
I only say that because I've talked about it before. I didn't know if you were being facetious. But so the difference between the book and the movie is significant. Like, so the book came out in 1972 and the war was still going on. The movie didn't come out until 1984. So the book is a very cerebral look inside of like a PTSD of a Vietnam soldier who was kind of pushed by the Brian Dennehy character, but the Brian Dennehy character in the movie is really kind of combative and wants to kill Rambo and take him out, right? As where he becomes a little more sympathetic towards him and kind of relates to him a little bit more in the book. In the book, you're kind of inside of his mind the whole entire time. He escapes out of the police station in the book and kills the first. He like kind of guts a cop as he walks through, and he kills everybody.
Mike donated $20. We also have more Super Bowls here in Pittsburgh than any of you. Wait, I already got a yes from Sabrina. Why I'm still giving the rest of you money? Also, Ace Cabrera is starting to look like the 2007 New York Giants.
True. That was not a show. So anyway, Ben, yeah. So it's like he kills everybody, and like and Rambo dies at the end, right? And they even shot a version of Troutman killing Rambo in the film version, but it didn't play very well. And they're like, you can't kill Rocky. It was one of the ones, and the other thing is because he doesn't kill everybody, and it was. Because in the book, you're like, this guy can't survive. Like, he can't. Like, he's kind of lost his fucking mind. So anyway, it's a phenomenal book. It is a really great book.
So like the scene in the forest where he like traps everybody, he kills everyone in that.
Kills everybody. Kills the dog.
Wow.
I think he kills the dogs in the movie, but he kills everybody in the everyone. Like he just picking people out. He in 1983, I guess 82, the movie came out. So I think in the movie he kills one of the cops by accident. Like they're trying to pick him off from the helicopter. And he like tries to just defend himself, and he throws a rock at the helicopter, and one of the cops falls out. Yeah, and it's kind of like self defense. But in the book, he's going after everybody.
Gotcha. F James 72. Holy shit! What the hell, Ace? I'm a Mikey 3 Belts fan, but I am not jumping on the bandwagon. But props to Swag.
Yep. Yeah, totally.
Johnny Patriza. I love Happy. If you can bring this back, I'll be eternally grateful.
I mean, I'm going to try. So we're going to talk about it. You know, like Sabrina's going to watch it. Winston's going to watch it. We're going to keep getting people to talk about it. So, yeah. So let's keep it going.
If we can get Doomcock to talk about it too, I think.
Yes, please. Let's get ready to Schmo Down podcast. Who's favorite? Ace 3-0 or Andrew 2-2? I'm torn.
Ace. Right now, Ace. When you go 3-0 in the Star Wars division, and he also beat the girl who beat Andrew. I mean, Laura beat Andrew,
and the fashion in which she did. It's not because I would never knock that. I know Demolanta also had a perfect game. Did he go perfect as in he had to answer all 3 of his round 3s, or did he TKO somebody?
He went perfect. He went perfect into sudden death.
He's only missed one question all tournament, and that was the Tidarium.
No. I understand. Well, he missed absolute, but also I was gonna say but I'm saying he had to do all of his round 3 questions.
He went into sudden.
Oh wow!
Yeah. It was he got all of the questions plus the bonus against Scrimshaw. So did Scrimshaw. He got all the second 2-pointers in round 2. So did Scrimshaw. He got all 10 points in the third, so did Scrimshaw, except he got the Luke's anger and Scrimshaw did not. So he got a perfect plus that. So yeah, his knowledge is out of control good. I mean, his knowledge is great. But again, when it's that same thing. It's the thing that he haunted him in the beginning. He went into the tournament 0-2. So it's the same thing that those 2 losses unfortunately do affect the ranking, So even though people might think that he does know a lot. Maybe some people think he does know more than Ace. Well, Ace has never lost a Star Wars match, so he's 3-0. Ace would have gotten, because in Star Wars, if you win one match, you get a title shot. That's how it works.
Just so what?
That's how it works. So as long as your opponent has played a Star Wars match beforehand. So like for example, Sean Sullivan wouldn't have got one because Adam Witt was also making his debut. But so Molly Damon could essentially get a title shot because she's won a match. Laura Kelly could get another title shot. It's just how the Star Wars always works.
I was going to ask that, Christian. So say Ace goes 5-0 and beats Alex. Alex is obviously going to get a shot right back.
Automatic.
So who would play Alex?
I don't know right now if we need number 1 contender matches with Star Wars division because, like I said, you only need to have to win one match against an opponent who has played a Star Wars match before. That is the rules. Very different from singles and teams and Inner Geekdom as it's building. So if Alex Damon wins or Ace wins and they want to defend 3 times in a row against opponents, we have those opponents now. We didn't have that beforehand. So, we'll see what happens. All right, let's get to if there are any more. If not, then I'm going to...
We got a few. A few more.
All right, then I'm going to read some winners.
Yeah. So Brandon Buckingham, got to support my AZ brother. Let's go Ace. #drip. Prince that wasn't promised. Hit the like button, folks. Yes. 506 likes, guys. 740 watching. Keep hitting that like button. J-Dog, my mom's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Mom.
Awesome.
Happy birthday, J Mom.
Happy birthday.
Ray Riddle.
Donated $20. Sitting here playing Scrabble. Watching Live Big Fan. Sabrina, what starts with A and is the opposite of a long shot?
What was that? I couldn't hear it.
So what starts with A and is the opposite of a long shot? It's a shoe.
Oh no.
We're not gonna.
No. You can do it. It's fine. I'm immune to it now.
We also get through these things. So we'll end the show with it today. So
Ray Riddle, my favorite Hamilton song is "Washington on Your Side," which is in the second half of the play. Okay.
I don't know enough about it yet, but I can tell you. I can tell you over the weekend.
Yeah. Galen Shumway. Did you see Walmart putting 160 big screens in their parking lot starting August for drive-in movies? Do you think they are making a move to secure a movie chain, maybe testing the waters?
Oh, it's a new one. Maybe so. I mean, that could be the next thing, man. I think scrambling to try to get drive-ins, going again. I think my wife and I said, let's take the kids to go see a movie. There was nothing for us to see with the kids on drive-in. There was nothing. So we're like, we're not going. Plus, the fact I don't know how good it is. I don't know if they can get if somebody can put together a good drive-in with some good movies for like the kids to watch. But the problem is, what's the movie, right? Because like everything else, like Trolls 2 just came out. We've seen that. Scooby-Doo it got all of the Disney Plus. So it's like, unless you're going to start releasing movies, and maybe that's what the theaters start doing. Maybe the theater chains start opening up drive-ins again, and we get back to drive-ins. I don't know.
Yeah,
The problem is, have you ever been in the pit of hell that is a drive-in bathroom?
Or leaving the drive-in?
Yeah.
Just bring a jug.
Yeah. Garth McMurray, I was cleaning out my closet and found a weird multicolored bowling shoe, but not another one. Did I go home with just one shoe, but turn the other shoe in?
Nice.
Oh man!
No.
I see what you're doing. The creative is good, but we've got to protect our listeners here.
That is the last Streamlab of the day.
That is the last Streamlab, and then
we got one more super chat. We just got it in. It's right here on the chat. FJames72. I'm way behind, but get it, Bandit. I'm with you. I appreciate that, James.
So don't forget that Bandit Ben Goddard goes up against fellow rookie Robert the Spider Parker. It's the dungeon versus the den. It's a massive match. It's the last first round match of the Inner Geekdom tournament. The winner of this match will go on to face the Cobra, Chance Ellison. So go and check that out if you can today on this channel. All right, so a couple of winners. We're going to start here with our first winner. Oh, look at this. The one and only Suge Knight. Suge Knight will win. We'll give the League of Their Own to Suge Knight. Suge Knight gets League of Their Own. All right, so there you go. That's one. That's one. Going back on over here too. The second one goes to again a lot of people, a lot of familiar folks here. Matt Link 27, who's going to get the Lawrence of Arabia. All right. He gets the Lawrence of Arabia code. The next one here, Tony Helm. That is the Helm Media. The Helm Media. You are going to get Jerry Maguire, my friend. Jerry Maguire. There you go. All right. Next one here, Ben Rayner. Ben Rayner is going to get Gandhi. Ben Rayner gets Gandhi. Okay. All right. So the last one, Mr. Smith, goes to Washington. That's going to go to Dagan Broad at Dagan SB. So congratulations to all our winners. Thank you very much. I will send you those codes via DM. And I also like to thank the crew here for joining us today. Thank you for everybody who sent in your donations today. Like I said, super helpful to the show. Helps us getting everybody back. John Roca will be back hosting on Monday and Wednesday of next week. I will have some cool Schmoedown stuff to do. Thank you to Sabrina Ramirez. Thank you to Brett Sheridan Winston A. Marshall, the manager of Eli Manning, and the Ben Goddard. He today faces Robert Parker, and the man who makes this all happen, RB3. So check out everybody. Follow him on Twitter. Do the whole damn thing, and follow us.
Funimation Con. Come follow. Me and Emma Fife are going to be hosting Funimation Con starting at 1:30 today.
Good. And also make sure you follow Winston to get some of those updates. So do that. Follow us all. Make sure you download the shows. You can download this show on SEN Live. You listen to us in audio. Make sure that you leave us a rate and comment. What do you like about the show? All right. And look at the link of this, by the way. Bullet Coffee. That's right. You didn't even have to read anything about them. I love them so much. I want you to get it because I want a lot of coffee in my life. All right, we'll see you on. I'll see you on Tuesday. We'll see everybody else. See you on Monday. Peace out, mother effers.